Hello guys, so today we are going to do some baking. It is a snow day out today. We are getting like a big storm today, so I figured what better than to stay indoors and do some baking. I haven't done that in a while. Actually the last time I baked was the cookies that I baked for this channel. So today, instead of making cookies, I'm going to make some cupcakes. They are going to be brownie s'more cupcakes, so we'll see how those turn out. I just got like a brownie mix to get instead of buying all the ingredients to do it from scratch, but hopefully it will turn out. Yeah, it looks... snow's starting to come. It looks pretty awful outside. I'm not looking forward to driving in it tomorrow for work. Yeah, I got my winter tires on though just before the storm. I got them put on Friday. My dad did them, and yeah, otherwise I don't think, hopefully they'll work. This is the first time with these winter tires. I haven't had winter tires on my car before, because I haven't really used it in the winter yet. I've been impatient every winter, so yeah, this year I need them. And we're supposed to be getting lots of snow this winter, so I've heard. So yeah, anyways, let's get to the baking. Kai is like jumping all around here. He's in my way, as you can see. Hopefully I don't get any cat hair in the batter. I'm gonna line the cupcake things first, and the base of it is gonna be with graham crumbs, so I'm just gonna do that before I start making them. I still have the stickers on my cupcake trays. That just shows you how much I use it. I might bring these into work tomorrow, we'll see. I don't really have a container. Maybe I'll go to my parents and get a container, or I'll give my parents these, because there's going to be not, or too much for just me. I want to talk too a little bit about recovery. I think in my last video I had mentioned the program, the Looking Glass Foundation, and like talking to mentors on there. So I just thought I'd talk about that a little bit more. They've been really encouraging me to like work on myself more, and I guess like self-soothing, especially like in COVID and isolation. Like we're getting more cases where I'm from, and like the schools now, the school that I work at, we are going down to like half days for students, and I'm kind of nervous that they're gonna shut down schools again, and if that happens, like then I'm gonna have to like work from home possibly again. And I'm like, the last time everything went into lockdown, it was quite tough for me, just being in isolation and kind of away from everybody, and not being able to do things or my usual distractions. So what my mentors have been like telling me is like different ways on how to self-soothe, and just trying to figure that out right now. So it could be doing stuff like self-care for yourself, or watching videos. There was a couple of videos on YouTube the one girl suggested, just yeah, that just giving yourself that care, and kind of like talking yourself into like positive thoughts instead of just negative all the times. When I'm alone in isolation, like I tend to get in my head lots. I think that might be the case for a lot of people, just yeah, getting in my head. And it's not just necessarily about like my eating disorder, it's just like everything. Like think like what's the purpose of my life. Like I'm not doing anything, or I'm just like wasting my time. And I don't know, there's just a lot of things like other than my eating disorder that like pop up in my mind, and I kind of get really down. And I don't know, I like to be around people. Even though I'm a quiet person, I don't know, I don't like being by myself. I'd rather be around people. So yeah, being by myself is a bit difficult. But and they also tell me to like keep reminding myself of what I've done so far in my recovery, and like how far I've got, even like getting 2 good jobs, and I don't know, just like staying out of the hospital for a year and stuff like that. Just how far I've worked to come this, or to get this far. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna mix these graham crackers up a bit and put them in the bottom of the pan. And like another reason why they were telling me to like self-soothe and everything, it's like to learn these skills, because if you don't, say, have the medication right on hand at the moment, like for me, I was getting like really bad anxiety and stuff and having like flashbacks over being at the hospital, and I just couldn't like snap out of it. And my medication I hadn't got in, my doctor still need to renew it. So I just found it really hard to like cope with that. My coworkers had even mentioned, because I got like really quiet at work, and they're like, is everything okay? And it's just because, yeah, I couldn't snap myself out of it. And yeah, having these flashbacks, which was really strange. Like I usually, like I haven't really got many flashbacks, but like recently I've been getting them. And yeah, I'm just like, maybe it's just because it's coming up to a year where I've been out of the hospital, and I'm just so worried that something's gonna happen and I'm gonna end up back in the hospital. Well, so far everything's good, so it's like just like an irrational thought, but I don't know, I still keep having these thoughts, and just like I'm traumatized from the hospital. Some people may think that it's like, oh, not that bad, but I don't know, for me it was traumatizing. But yeah, just finding ways to help self-soothe and get my mind off things without, or in the case that I don't have medication or don't have someone to talk to at the moment. So that is what we were kind of working on, and they've been really good too with like giving suggestions, and they know that weekends are usually pretty hard for me just because I find it hard to be kept busy, or even the motivation sometimes just to be kept busy. I like the routine of work. Yeah, work and just going out. I don't like being like stuck in one small space by myself. So yeah, weekends get kind of tough for me. So they're good at like helping me get through the weekends too. Kind of making a plan for myself, having that in mind for the weekend, or any other time I may have time off, days off. So yeah, that might be something that you can try. Like if you know that there's going to be a tough time for you, just planning ahead how you're going to cope. Even right now, it seems like this year is going by super fast, and already next month is December, and that means like the Christmas holidays are coming up and everything, and I'm gonna have 2 weeks off of work, and that kind of makes me nervous because I'm like, what am I going to do with myself for those 2 weeks? And it's winter, so it's not like I can be like going outside a whole lot. I am a big wuss when it comes to winter, and I do not like the cold. So like going for walks and stuff, I don't enjoy when it's this kind of weather. Okay, let's make, I just got like, oh, I thought it was Betty Crocker. I guess Pillsbury brownie mix. So I will need 1/4 cup of water and 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil and 1 egg. Okay. Oh, where are my beaters? I'll have to find those. This is what the bottoms of the pans look like, by the way. I just sprinkled or put the graham crumbs in there. So I'm gonna have to find my beater. I think it's in here. Forgot to get my beater ready this whole time. Measuring cup. So right here we need, it says 1/4 cup of water. I cannot tell if that's 1/4 cup. There's like, I think that's 1/4 cup. We're guesstimating on this. There's no 1/4 cup on this measuring cup. And 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. And 1 egg. Okay, let's mix this all up. Got this all mixed up. I kind of spilled that when I showed you guys. Okay, now that I've got that, I'm going to just put these in my cupcake tins. Okay, there we have our cupcakes all ready to bake. It's gonna take, oh, what did the time say? I think it says 22 when I look for cupcakes. It doesn't say for cupcakes on the brownie mixture, but on my recipe, because it's using brownie mix in cupcakes, I think it said 22. So I'm gonna go put these in and I will clean up and I will be back. And then it'll be the fun part. We put marshmallows on top and bake them. Excited to see how that'll turn out. It's supposed to turn out into like a frosting kind of. So I will put these in the oven and clean up, and I think, yeah, and then we'll see how these marshmallow frosting turns out. And then I also have like little Hershey Kisses for the top. So we'll make them all pretty, and yeah, let's go do that. So the timer's done. We are going to put on the marshmallows now. Looks like they turned out pretty good. And there's a close-up. Yeah, let's put on these marshmallows and then we'll put them in the oven for just a little bit longer and let these melt, and hopefully they'll brown up too. We'll see. And then we'll put on the Hershey Kisses on top. Here is them before we've melted the marshmallows. Next time you'll see them, they should be all melted and ooey and gooey and hopefully browned and look like s'mores. They're starting to melt. Well, I think they'll turn out okay. We'll see. Give it a few more minutes. Now we're getting, and this side's more clear. The other side has a screen. This is only within like not very long. We've got this much snow. And it's supposed to keep snowing overnight, and it's supposed to get icy too, and it was raining this morning, so it's not going to be fun driving tomorrow. Look at them, they turned out so good. Now we have to put on some of those Hershey Kisses, and then they'll be done. I don't have any containers for them though, so I might have to just walk. I'm not going to drive right now because it's quite it'd be quite icy and snowy, and because yeah, I have no containers, and then I can bring them to work tomorrow for everyone. Hopefully they taste good. Put on all these kisses. I have to unwrap each of them. It's kind of a pain. I should have picked some other chocolate, but I thought these ones would look cuter. Really cute. I hope they taste as good as they look. I'm pretty proud of them. The marshmallow thing actually turned out. I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out like I read, because sometimes, I don't know, those things that you read, those baking hacks or whatever, like that one is not very nice. But sometimes, yeah, the baking stuff you read doesn't exactly turn out 100% all the time, but yeah. They look like a s'more, and hopefully they taste like a s'more. And because I used, it was brownie cupcake that I did instead of like regular cake cupcakes. I don't know that how that will be. Hopefully it turns out just fine. I kind of want to give them to my family though, not my coworkers, because I'm scared that I'm not going to taste good, and at least with my family. I don't know, the people that I know, and they can like judge them rather than my coworkers, but oh well. I'll show you what they look like. This, oops, is a completed cupcake. So that one, the marshmallow kind of went off to the side. It's not so great. This side turned out pretty good. These cupcakes in this tray. But anyways, that is it for today. I am going to clean the rest of this up and maybe go get some containers for this, walk out in this blizzard, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.